Task 11.3 SSD Tax Code Maintenance. In this task, you will learn how to set or maintain your tax code maintenance before we proceed with our transaction that involve with SSD. First, please go to Tax, then select Tax Code Maintenance. By default, this is the tax code that already appears in our tax code maintenance layout. Now, we assume we want to search other tax code related to our business. You may click on Configure Malaysia SSD. It will appear to the tax code wizard. This wizard will assist or will help our user to identify what is the tax code that they need to use in their business. Now click on Next. It will appear with the Configure Sales and Service Tax Code. Now, under this screen, it will ask a few questions you need to answer either yes or no related to your daily business. Either you involved with sales tax or services tax or both. Now, we start with the first one. Are you subject to sales tax? Do you have to collect sales tax from your clients? We answer yes for all for this training purpose. Our sales tax is 10%. Yes. Our sales tax is rate 5%. Yes. Sales tax registration number, we enter A001234-1234567. This one is just for the training purpose. We just give example of the sales tax registration number. Then go to the next one. Are you subject to service tax? Do you have to collect service tax from your client? Click on yes. Service tax registration number, we enter an example which is B001234-1234567. Click on next. Is your business purchase being charged by sales tax and services tax? We click on yes and click on next. Do you wish to generate proposed SSD account? Now, proposed SSD account will be generated by AutoCount. Means if you click yes, automatic system will help you to create those accounts that were related to the transaction of SSD automatically in your chart of account. Means if you click yes, you don't have to think what is the accounts that you have to create in your chart of account, as it will be automatically created by the system. But if you click on no, you have to create manually by yourself. Now I click on yes, then click on next. Now we have successfully completed the wizard. Click on finish. And this is the proposed SSD account. As you can see here, the account description is mainly created by AutoCount. You may also change or edit based on your company requirement. Same goes to the account number. The account number we mainly created starting with the word of SSD followed by 4 digits at the back. But you may also change it accordingly. Once you're already done, select, click on Save. As you can see here, those tax code with the green color is the newly created or choose by us, and the black color is the existing tax code. Now, if you want to check either any tax that you miss out, you may click back the Configure Malaysia SSD, but now it won't appear with the tax code wizard anymore. It will appear with the Configure Malaysia SSD, which you may check under Input Tax column or Output Tax column. Under Input Tax, total we have 13 purchase tax code, and under Output Tax, total we have 20 sales tax. Now, if you want to know all these codes all about, because some of the codes we may not familiar or even know what is the tax code all about, you may click on the View the Explanation on Tax Code, and this one will link to our support website, and you may read the explanation from the website. Let's check under input text. Is there any of the text code that we miss out? So under input text is already checked for purchase tax 10%, purchase tax 5%, and also purchase service tax 6%. Go to the output text. After we have done for the wizard, automatic system already enable or check for sales tax 10%, sales tax 5%, and also service tax 6%. Now in our transaction later, we also need sales tax 0%, so we check for S0, and also service tax 0%, SV0. But for S0 and SV0, you don't have to apply for checks account number. Checks account number only apply for those sales tax that have the rate more than 1%. If the rate is 0%, you don't have to apply for checks account number. Now, if you're not satisfied or you want to go through back the wizard, or you want to activate the proposed SST account, you may click back the wizard button and you may answer again the question. Now I cancel this one, yes. The last option you need to do before you save for the configuration SST is under SST option. The SST start date, as we all know, start from 1st September 2018. But for the SST start date, this one, we enter the current month for our training purpose. We put 1st of October current year, SST taxable period and for the month. As we know, for the SST return, you may return every 2 months. But for the training purpose, as we want to see the result later, we make it 1 month. Use default SST code. This one you have to uncheck because we don't want to set any default here. We want to set the default mainly and especially inside our debtors account or creditors account or in our stock accounts. So we don't want to refer to the default SST code from here, because if you check this one, you have to select the tax code later from the one that you already select previously. So automatic later your transaction will be based from this one and you cannot amend. So we don't want to use this default SST code. And you may check on must process SST on payment. So if you have any advance payment, you must process first the SST and you may offset back later in the next following month. Now for the SST setting, you may click and check also SST control document. Okay, we don't have to select. SST on payment, this one also, just for your reference. By default, you will select automatic those require account. Now just click on cancel and click on save. Before we finish our task 11.3, you have to set default first for purchase tax code and also supply tax code. As you can see, under the column is default is empty, means we not yet select any of the purchase tax code or supply tax code as default. Now we set for the purchase tax code first. Under purchase tax code, we will set PS6, which is purchase service tax 6 as default. To set as default is very simple. You only need to click to highlight, then click on edit button. The default button will be on the top right. So you check the box, then click on OK. Automatic PS6 will be checked as default. Same goes to the supply tax code. We will choose service tax 6%, which is SV6. Click to highlight, then click on edit. And again, the default column or the default button will be on the top right. So just click or checked. Click on OK. And now, service tax 6% also has been checked as default. Once you have done select or maintain all your tax code maintenance, you may click on Close. That's all for task 11.3.